driving rainstorm make its way through the plains, and it definitely is going to be a factor here this afternoon at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. And off we go from Denver. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go play action now. Wilson. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And the Niners are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. This defense for the Broncos, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
On 1st down, it's Mitchell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
On 2nd and 11 now, Lance. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. They'll run on first down. Mitchell. And a short gain here down to the 22. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 2nd and 9, Lance. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Used to have a coach who tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Now Lance. Buying time to his left. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. The 49ers are going to turn over to the special teams crew. The field goal unit is out there now. And his kick here is good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. On the ground, this is Williams. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Following the penalty, it's Williams. Finds a seam inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And this is taken in by Hamler for a Bronco touchdown.
A
Well, you normally talk about the mobility and the accuracy first, but the arm strength, that's what can turn Russ into Danger Russ.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Play action, now it's Lance. Toward the sideline, did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long, had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Here's Lance to throw it.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put him on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
Now a give, right side. It's Mitchell. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway, because that's your strength.
2nd and 9. Off of play action, here's Lance.
Steps away to his left. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. And he'll give it here to his running back. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown.
Elijah Mitchell with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
The 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. On 3rd down, Wilson. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Two minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Now it's Wilson. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 39. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Now a play fake. Lance eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, that was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And able to haul it in is Kittle. And some room to work. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On first down, Mitchell. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
On 2nd and 12, Lance. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Now Wilson. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. Dancing to his left. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
The kick by McManus is good. And that will knock things up here late in the first half. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. And now this throw incomplete. And that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've reached halftime here on Christmas Day. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Mitchell. Alex Singleton, a former Canadian League star, in on the stop.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Lance. It's caught. Mitchell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. They'll run on 1st down. Mitchell. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 61 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Lance looking to throw it. He'll dump that one off to Mitchell. Short completion, just 4 yards, and they're going to have a 3rd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
The Lance going to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
On 1st down, Mitchell. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Elijah Mitchell, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Niners have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 17-10 score. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Flushed out right. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time.
Picked up by Ambry Thomas.
And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Yeah, the Niners are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as strong running gets them to the 9-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal.
94 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
From the 5, 3rd and goal.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10.
So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that can all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. Flush to his right.
He'll get that complete to Alberto.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Single. Check. Check hot route. Check it hot.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson.
That's complete. Okuebuna.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
They'll run on 1st down. Williams.
Tackle by Emmanuel Mosley.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
first and 10, it's Wilson.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
All day, defense, all day. Mike, 55. Check, 55.
To throw is Wilson. This is caught by Williams. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 12-yard line. On first down, Wilson.
This one swung out to Williams.
Touchdown!
Javonte Williams.
His 17th touchdown now on the season.
And the Broncos have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Extra point from McManus is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here first and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. On second down now, it's Mitchell. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go.
First down, San Francisco.
On first down, Mitchell. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Well, a clear running situation. Trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play. Set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. A gain of 6 there on first. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll go down at the 28.
108 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Right back to him on first down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. Here's 2nd and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Throwing now is Lance. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This from 36 yards out. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen?